got this.
Yes.
So thank you for being here.
Oh, thank you for having me. It's been such a fun day.
It has. I have learned so much. Thank you for doing my color analysis.
Absolutely. And thank you for doing my style, I don't know what to call it, my body shape analysis.
Yes. It is fascinating.
So insightful.
I love when people come like wanting the knowledge. I'm sure you can appreciate this, because when they really want the knowledge, you really see the traction and like how much difference it makes in their life.
Mm-hmm.
And it's so empowering for me as a stylist to be like, oh my gosh, they're doing it. I'm so proud of them.
Yeah.
So for you, I'm gonna really challenge you to wear pants.
Oh my gosh. That stresses me out, but I know
you can do it. You can do it. It's going to be challenging because of your particular specifics for your body, but now I
know what I need to look for and what I need to buy. And I did not know that I could look up, what is it called? Like this length. And I knew about the inseam, but I didn't know about the rise, like how many inches it is. So that's going to help immensely.
It's going to be a game changer.
Yeah.
Yes.
Absolutely.
But you're here today to talk about color analysis.
Yes.
And I friended you on the internet, no different than our customers do. And within just 30 seconds of viewing your Instagram, I knew we would be good friends. And, but we wanted to work together because you like to work with stylists and then I like to work with color experts. And so I appreciate you being here and sitting on the pink couch with me.
Beautiful pink couch.
Yes. But tell me about, for the people who maybe are new to color analysis, like you specialize in seasonal color analysis.
Yes.
So explain what that means.
Okay, so we take into account your skin tone, your natural skin tone, your eye color, your hair color, and we find the colors that harmonize best with you. So first of all, I look at if you have a warm or cool undertone, and then I look at like if intense or muted colors look better. And so that way you can pick out the best hair color, the best like blush and lipstick color, best clothing and jewelry, based on what looks best for you naturally.
Okay.
So for so many women, it's a game changer because often they're wearing the wrong undertone of like foundation, or they're
like
wearing
my blush is the wrong tone.
Yeah, it is.
That's so good to know.
Yeah.
Though.
Yeah. And most women do not know. They bring in their makeup bag to their session, and I go through their makeup bag and I tell them what's warm or what's cool, what I recommend. And then they also get tons of shopping guides. So they get a lot of help after their color analysis, because it could be difficult to figure out what's a warm shirt and what's a cool toned top.
Especially online, because it's photography. And I know me, when I'm taking pictures of the product, I always want to intensify the color because you want it to be pretty. You're selling the product, but you don't want to intensify it so much that somebody doesn't know what color it's going to end up being. And that can be tricky, especially when you're shopping online. I know my business is not unique to that problem. So, okay, but it's seasonal. So explain the breakdown seasonally.
Yes. So there are 4 main seasons. So that would be summer and winter, which have a cool undertone, and then spring and autumn, which have a warm undertone. And then within that, there are sub-seasons. So you could be, for example, a true spring or a warm spring, a bright spring, etc. And so we get like very refined with the different seasons.
I was really surprised how many swatches you have.
Yes.
Like it is insane how much you're carrying around, but it breaks down to how many different categories? So
23.
23. That's a lot.
Yes, it is. I like it.
Yeah. That means it's even more specific to the person, which is what ideally you want.
Yes.
Because in the old days, it was just four seasons.
And people felt very limited. Like it just didn't feel quite right.
Mm-hmm. I could see that. Yeah. So how did you get started in this?
Oh, well, it started late one night Googling how to glow up.
What do you mean?
I wanted to glow up, and I was like, okay, what can I do to be cuter?
You weren't married.
I was not married at the time.
Okay.
No.
And you moved back to the States.
Oh, yes. Okay.
So let's paint a picture here.
You want me to go way back?
Yeah.
Okay. So I used to live in Costa Rica, and I was a destination wedding planner. So I helped Americans and Canadians come to Costa Rica and get married. And then I came back to Seattle, where I'm from, and I met my husband there, and I took a little break because I wasn't sure for a while what I wanted to do. And then I had my own color analysis. And so one night I was Googling and searching how I could like glow up. I was on Instagram and I found color analysis and just became so interested in it. I had my own color analysis and fell in love with it. And I became so passionate. And then I was certified and a master trained by the International Image Institute.
That's awesome.
So, and I have my own studio in Bee Cave, Texas, and I also do virtual. So it's been so much fun and like being able to help ladies.
So you started the glow up just as part of your journey, as like finding you and discovering who you are and what makes you tick. And then you enjoyed it so much you decided to make a business of it because it does exist.
Yes.
And for what I use your services for is when ladies come and they discover their body shape, I call it Style 101. We go through a Style 101 session. So it's like the introductory class to style. And then we start moving to Style 201, which is a little bit more strategic and difficult and complicated. And then you start moving into color. And I'm not a certified color expert. I know enough to be dangerous. And but I've seen enough women to where I can give them and guide them at least in the tones, like your warm, your cool, your winter, your summer. Those types of things. But that's one of the reasons that I just really wanted to sit down with you, because I need somebody like you in my arsenal, to be able to send customers to so that they can finish their journey, their bra journey, their color journey.
I went on a bra journey today.
Yes,
that was
you did.
Fascinating. That's so helpful.
90% of women are wearing the wrong bra.
I've heard that, and I definitely.
I had a bra expert in, and I think she said it was like 80 to 85% what she sees in store. But I think my population that I see are maybe they're just a little bit more on the comfort side.
Right. That's
what I am on the bra side.
Exactly. I want to be more comfortable.
So they just. I think over time you just end up in the wrong bra size because you get so used to that comfort.
Yes.
And then forget about the 5 years down the road thing. And but anyway, so I'm really glad to have you in my circle of friends.
Yay.
I know. Okay, so why do you think this business has become so popular? Because it used to be popular, very popular
back in the
80s.
Yes.
I have customers that will bring me their swatches from their color analysis in the 80s.
I love
it. So what is the resurgence?
Yes, it's not a new thing, but so it became popular again during the pandemic. Everyone's at home, they're on TikTok and Instagram, and they're like, I wonder what I am. Do I have a warm or cool undertone? Which season am I?
Because they're staring at themselves on Zoom.
Yes, all the time. So it became a really fun hobby or like thing to do in their free time. And so it's really just blown up, and it's still super duper popular.
And I would say most of the ladies that come in for personal styling have never even really thought about their coloring. Yeah. So it's like a whole new thing to learn about and learn about yourself and that journey to find yourself and to figure out who you're supposed to be. And so I think that as we get older and as we are trying to what makes Janell, it's just part of that puzzle.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think that women find as they get older that like maybe that like things aren't as forgiving, like their clothing or their makeup or like their skin. And so it actually is amazing if you are older, because it's going to soften your fine lines or your hyperpigmentation or your redness. And I can just say that for me, I was always changing my blonde hair. Like I would go lighter and then darker and then warmer and cooler. And so I was like, I need to figure out what's going on here. Why is it never quite right? And it was because I was always having very cool toned hair and I was always using purple shampoo. And then once I had my color analysis, I found out, I need warmer hair. And it's made all the difference. Really just finding out just finding out your undertone. I mean, you know your undertone. So yeah, I think your hair is perfect.
Like, it just has too much contrast.
Oh, I see that. Yeah,
it's too much contrast.
But like the tone, though.
Yeah. Next week we'll get that fixed. Okay, so we're going to get into the basics first, so that people that are watching this get a little bit of an understanding, because I feel like sometimes it's a little too blue sky. So there's 4 seasons, and you talked about the warm and the cool of the seasons. So winter and summer go together. And then spring and fall.
Yes, I should hold up these
guys.
Yeah.
Do that.
So this is autumn. and this is spring. So both of these have a warm undertone, but this one is really bright. It's intense. It's either the true color or it has white added to it, where this autumn also has a warm undertone, but it's more muted. It's darker.
It has like more brown and black added to it.
Yep.
Okay.
And then the other two seasons so these two, this is winter and this is summer. So they both have a cool undertone, but you can see there's a lot of gray added to the summer colors, whereas this is very intense. And this has like the lightest white and the darkest black. So it's a very wide range. Mm-hmm. So we take your contrast level, your undertone, like your intensity. We take that all into account to help you find the right colors.
Okay. And so then what are the most common misconceptions that you have, like when you get questions or?
Okay, I love this question. So the biggest misconception I see online that drives me bananas is that you can use your wrist to tell your undertone.
And I've told customers that.
Have you? Yes. So
I won't do it anymore.
It's all over the internet, though. Mm-hmm. I'm not surprised. Mm-hmm. And this is not true, unfortunately, since your veins are technically, they are translucent or transparent, so you can see through them. So you're just seeing really like the blood in there. You're not really it's not going to tell you what your undertone is, and it's going to change throughout the year, especially with your like your tan. So and especially I have a warm undertone, but my veins are blue. And based on that, I would have a cool undertone, which I don't.
Mm-hmm. And mine are green, which would say warm.
Yeah.
But it's not 100%.
No.
Yeah.
No.
So that's number one.
That's the main one.
And then I would say black is the next one.
Yes.
That everybody thinks they can wear. All people can wear black. Yeah. And I can say as a stylist, I have had many a customer that has come in and I have told them they cannot wear black. And they're just like, what?
Yeah,
so explain
Most of my clients tell me that the majority of their closet is black. It's easier for your 9-to-5 or corporate job. It's slimming. But no, it's not the most flattering. And in fact, it's going to age most people. So the only season that can technically wear it is the winter, which you're holding. So they look fabulous in black. And the other ones would want to opt for grays or browns instead.
Or navy.
Or navy, yes.
Yeah, but explain, because I think as a rule that makes sense, but explain why. Like I see the wrinkle and the contrasty part, but explain what that is in real world.
Well, first of all, black it has a cool undertone. So if you have a warm undertone, it's really going to turn you kind of gray colored. You're going to look really wonky wearing black. And then second, what was I going to say second? Oh, and then it's just going to be too intense. It's going to wear you instead of you wearing the color. So instead of looking at you, like at your eyes, at your face, they're going to look down at the color instead. And then also it's going to accentuate might give you a double chin. It might accentuate your wrinkles, your under eye bags.
Because of the contrast.
So, yes, because of the contrast.
So I find, because I'm a warm undertone, I can wear black, not just to wear black though. I have to wear accessories that are within the warm undertone family that then I can wear black. So like leopard, I can wear leopard at my ears or turquoise at my ears. That's going to be the opposite color than a tan, and then also be able to wear black.
Yes.
And that is a little trick, but you have to go to one of us to tell you.
So that's perfect. Yeah, jewelry by your face that complements your skin tone. So if you have a warm undertone, you'd want it to be gold or copper. And then also wearing a scarf. Mm-hmm. And then also if it's like a lower cut, like a boat neck or a deep V, it's going to be better. So it's not right up against your face.
Yes, because then your skin tone can better match the rest. So, but I also find that it's not as important to wear black once women get to a certain age. And I don't really know what that age is, but I guess it's maybe when you start to have significant gray that you really need to start picking different than black. Would you see the same?
Yeah, the older you get, it definitely is going to you need it more as you age. And then it can be tricky as you're going gray and your coloring is changing, especially if you have a warm undertone. You're going to hope that your gray is kind of warm, has a warm tone to it. A lot of the ladies I work with, they'll just put some toner on to like just warm it up a little bit.
Or go blonde, a blondish gray.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's what my family does. And that does help. But in general, I encourage ladies to, as you start aging and you start seeing that high contrast with your wrinkles in your skin, to just start moving closer to navy.
Yes.
And in gray. But gray can be tricky because then you get into warm and cool grays. But yes, because I agree. It really does soften the aging process so nicely.
Yes.
But I think you're right. It is a misconception. And then are there any other major misconceptions that you see?
Oh, one is that if you have dark skin tone, you're automatically warm. And if you have a very pale, light skin tone, that you're automatically cool. That is not true. You can be warm, cool, or neutral no matter how light or how dark your skin is.
Interesting. So that includes like Black women, but it also includes white women, because then a white woman maybe just isn't tanning, right? Like if somebody who doesn't go outside is going to have a different skin tone result behind your lights, even if she doesn't actually have a tan. That's what you mean?
If she has less melanin in her skin, so you could have either of the three like undertones, or you could have a blend of any of them. But what it is it's the temperature underneath your skin. So it's how much blue, like it's how much keratin or how much hemoglobin is underneath your skin.
Gotcha. So. And I think the reason I said a Black woman is I actually think it's easiest to understand in Black women's skin, because they have a blue undertone and they look fantastic in red and in jewel tones, like a violet, like a royal purple.
Yes.
Whereas you can have a Black woman that has a more of an olive tone, and it's more than a warm color palette, and you wouldn't put them in like a scarlet red.
No, I'd put them more in like a mustard.
Yeah, yeah. It's fascinating. So that's a good point. Because I don't think I've ever thought about like jumping to conclusions. Like if you're this color skin, then that means you're probably this.
Yes.
Because okay, I like that. Yeah. Okay. Are there any universal colors?
So purple is a universal color.
Are you serious?
Yes, it is.
Oh, I never wear purple.
No. So you could there are warmer purples or cooler purples, but in general, purple is very universal.
Interesting. Yeah. Do you know why?
I don't know exactly. Let's see. I'm not exactly sure why. I mean, it's a mix of the blue and the red, but it's very universal.
I guess it depends on how much brown is in it.
How much like yellow and how much blue is added.
Okay. Interesting. Yeah. Purple.
Yeah, because if you look, we've got purple.
You're right. Look, there's so much purple.
And there is a lot of,
Okay. Interesting. Very interesting. Okay. So what do you tell women how to use this in their wardrobe? Because so like ladies will come in and get styled, and I don't want them to feel like they have to completely start over on their wardrobe, because that can cost thousands of dollars. Yeah. So it's like, it's a slow process. So what do you tell people? Like if they're like, oh my gosh, I've literally been wearing the wrong color.
That happens. Yeah. That happens. So first of all, focus on the top half. Like you don't need to worry so much about your skirts or shoes or purses. It's more about what's right by your face.
Okay.
So focus on jewelry that's right by your face, and like your tops or dresses that are going to be right by your face. That would be the first step. And then the next would be adding in like pops of color. Like let's say if you found out that you were like a spring, for example, I would recommend like starting to find some of these shades to just add to your wardrobe and adding them in slowly. And then changing the makeup, like changing your blush, your lipstick. Also, if you like your mascara or eyeliner, depending, like those things can change your look drastically and make a huge difference.
And it's interesting you say that about your mascara, because I have almost always worn black mascara. I don't know why, like always have, but the older I get, the more I realize I need brown mascara. Yes. And it's that softening.
Yes.
Yeah. That's interesting.
And it has a warm undertone. So and I have eyelash extensions, and I do brown eyelash extensions. So that applies as well. But brown eyeliner is going to be really like,
I really liked your
soft.
eyeliner color. Like,
Thank you. Yes. The hourglass.
Yeah.
Yes.
Whatever that brand was, that I could tell it was really good eyeliner. When you put it on your hand, I was like,
that's
going on really well.
It does. And it stays. It's the Hourglass Voyeur. And so the shade is Solstice for you, but it stays on all day and then it actually washes off at night.
Oh, nice. Yeah. So it's not waterproof. Oh, thank God.
So, yeah. I think it might be, but it comes off. I think it's considered waterproof potentially.
Okay.
Or long wearing, but it actually comes off.
I'm still sold. It's fine. Okay. So what do you tell people then? Well, you just kind of answered that question. If the color isn't in their color palette, like if it's not in their closet, then just start focusing on this area and start working toward your colors.
Yep.
Okay.
That, and then we talked about like the neckline and the earrings or necklace by the face.
Okay.
That helps.
Okay. So then obviously I already admitted that I've done this color tone analysis wrong. But what other tips do you have for like somebody like me as a stylist when I see customers, like so that people can get their feet wet and at least get on the right path of warm versus cool? What do you tell people like me?
Oh, how to like figure out their undertone, or
just
is it like how to start?
I mean, I'm obviously going to tell them to call you, but I mean, like that may take them a little bit. So so like the next day, what tools can I give them to where they at least have some understanding of their color after they leave a stylist session?
Yeah. So I actually do an Unlock Your Undertone workshop. It's totally free for people. I do it once a month. And so some of the things that I teach on there are like, you could take, for example, a like baby pink top versus a yellow top and like hold it up to your face with no makeup and see which one looks better. And does like a gold necklace look better on you versus a silver necklace? So those are sort of like some tips you could DIY a kind of a mini undertone analysis at home. Another thing is, this is just a general tip, is if it's within your undertone, like if you have a warm undertone and you stick to warm clothing in general, you're going to look 100 times better than if you go over to cool clothing. So I just tell people, because they're sometimes very specific, like, oh, this isn't in my exact palette. And I'm like, no, it doesn't have to be exactly in your color palette. It can be, you can pull from other, like I can pull from autumn as a spring. Just as long as it's in that same undertone, it's going to look pretty great on you.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. I like it. So you don't have to buy everything brand new.
No.
Okay. So what is the one thing you wish people understood about color?
Oh, so I wish people understood that it's not here to restrict and limit you. It's just here to guide you. And it actually will simplify shopping. So a lot of people tell me, oh, I thought it would make shopping harder because I'd have less things to look for, but it actually makes it so much easier, because often you'll walk into a store and you're like, oh my gosh, I'm bombarded by shades of makeup or like all these clothing colors. And you actually can take like the color swatch book and carry it around and hold it up to the clothing or makeup and then narrow it down. It makes it so much simpler and easier so it's not meant to be restrictive in any way.
I love that. That. So tell me about how can they find more about your company and book with you and like use your expertise, since you're a master
master trained color analyst.
I mean, that's a big deal. That's awesome. Good for you.
Thank you. So they can go to atxcolorstudio.com, and it is ATX Color Studio on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok. So
all the things,
all the social media platforms.
And, not Google channel, YouTube channel.
Yes.
ATX Color Studio YouTube channel.
On YouTube as well. Okay. And then they can either come in person to my studio in Bee Cave. I also do corporate events, and I do like parties if you want to have like a girls' night or a birthday. And then also virtual. So it's worldwide. So I do virtual analysis too.
Very cool. Okay. Is there anything else that you can think of that you want to make sure and tell people?
I would say that it is like over time such a good investment. I have ladies who write to me who are like, I had this done in the 80s or the 90s, and I still use my color swatch book. I still know this, like it does. Your undertone never changes, and your season isn't going to change.
I know. That leads me to that question.
Yeah.
Well, then what do you do when you go gray?
So like I said, it's difficult. If you have a cool undertone, then it's perfect, because you you like already, it's going to match. The silver hair is going to match. If you're warm, it's a little bit more difficult. Usually you'll want to tone it a little bit or go really, really like warm, or like a light warm blonde.
Okay.
So
sorry, I was thinking, I don't know. I knew it would come up, I guess.
Yeah, because you mentioned you get that question a lot.
I do. Yeah. I get that question a lot.
So,
and just because I think there's a new trend for women to go natural.
Yeah.
And which I think is fantastic.
I love it.
And I mean, save the money. Save the money.
Well, and your natural hair color is usually going to be your most flattering.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So sorry. So book on your website.
Yeah.
Ask questions on your social media. Mm-hmm. Follow, because you do.
I do a lot of educational content on social media.
I think that's why we're good friends.
Yes.
Because I do a lot as well.
You
and
do.
We just match in that way. It's like we have a passion for teaching, because knowledge is power.
Yes.
Yes. Okay, so social media, YouTube, oh my gosh, there's so many things. And TikTok, yep. And Facebook and Instagram, and a website.
Yes.
Okay, and online and in person. And then the in-person can be at your studio, or you can go to events and girls' parties. Like I could have you come back out if we were going to have a party here at the store.
Yep.
So much fun. Okay, so is there anything else?
No, I think we about covered it. Thank you so much for having me. This has been the best day.
Yes, it's been so much fun. So much fun. Well, thank you for being here.
Oh, thank you.
Okay.